hear that? I remember a time when this car would not start right away. So this is just a video for my future self. Come a long way. I put a lot of money into this car last year, 2023, to get it to start up just like that. So yeah. I am at the lake right now. We've been at the lake basically since I got off work. Today is Monday. It's Monday, February 19th, 2024. It's like 5 o'clock. I was at work from 6 in the morning this morning until like 12 in the afternoon. Work was fun. I finally got to cook some food. So yeah, went to the lake with my dog, did some art, chilled, took a walk. Now I'm going to the gym. I don't have a video other than that. I haven't made a video in a few days, so I'm just like, you know, just checking in with myself. The sun is bright. Yeah, work's been fun. I get paid tomorrow, get my first paycheck. It's gonna be exciting. I haven't had an actual income in like 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. You know, because my last couple weeks at Waffle House was not even really work. So yeah. I did want to talk about, and I'm not going to make this a long video. This is just sort of me just venting, kind of. Not really venting, just like, putting in my 2 cents about people's first impressions of me. Because people don't really generally know how to approach me when they meet me. And that's kind of the goal. I kind of want to look like someone that you either want to get to know or you just want to leave the fuck alone. But I've started this new job and I've met like at least 20-30 people, if not more, in the last like week and a half. And so it's just funny to me when I observe people's reactions when they meet me for the first time, their first impressions. You only get one opportunity to make a first impression. And story of my life. There's a couple things that I always get when people meet me for the first time. The first thing is people having a hard time figuring out just how old I am when they meet me. Like, just by looking at me and just by like my demeanor, I kind of give off like a youthful or just carefree demeanor usually. But after you talk to me, you understand that I'm actually like, you know, I'm 34 years old. I'm about to be 35 years old. I'm grown as hell. And this actually, it happened like on the 3rd day of work. But I'm just remembering that I was kind of triggered by it. Because I was talking about, excuse me, I was talking about my experiences in the restaurant industry and how I used to co-own a business and that I used to be married. And then someone was like, damn, how old are you? Which I'm flattered, you know, like that's flattering. Like I said, when you actually look at me, I got gray hairs, okay? I had a hat on, so you couldn't really see my gray hairs. From afar, a lot of people, they mistake me for a child sometimes, or at least someone in like their mid-20s. You know, I have genetics to thank for that. Thanks, Mom. And and my lifestyle choices, you know. But this person was like, damn, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 34 years old. Which I get all the time. What I don't like, which is what triggered me and what reminded me about this, what I don't like is when people say, damn, black don't crack. Like my head almost spun around. Because first of all, I don't identify as a black person. That's just a part of the social construct. Which is an illusion. I don't subscribe or identify with anything that's racial, because race is an illusion. But not everyone knows that from me, just like looking at me like, damn, she must have transcended race or something. But you're kind of upholding these like racial concepts, which is racist. It's basically racist to say something like that when someone's like, damn, black don't crack. And I always try and rebut respectfully and say, you know, black's got nothing to do with it. It's my lifestyle choices. I don't party, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't drink coffee, I sleep really fucking well, I stay hydrated, I go on walks every day, I'm pretty fucking active. I don't work out, but that's again thanks to my genetics. But a lot of people assume that I work out. Black's got nothing to do with it. And of course I thought about the perfect response well after. When I went home, I was like, damn, did that bitch just say black don't crack? I tried to educate her. It's about lifestyle choices. But what a nice example, look at 𝘊𝘆𝘆𝗶𝘀. I know he's a hip-hop legend. I love hip-hop. But that boy done cracked, okay? Either he's not moisturizing or he actually did drugs. I don't fucking know. But look at 𝘊𝘆𝘆𝘆 and then look at like Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt and 𝘊𝘆𝘆𝘆 are like 6 or 7 years apart from each other, okay? They're damn near the same age. Black's got nothing to do with it. It's just a matter of lifestyle choices. Most people in the world would agree that Brad Pitt looks way better than 𝘊𝘆𝘆𝘆. Just saying. That's just like my little pet peeve. Don't come up to me and project your own subconscious beliefs. Is what it really is. People are just projecting their own subconscious beliefs. Like, trust me, if you look like shit right now and you're not melanated, you'd probably look like shit if you were melanated too, because of your lifestyle choices. That ticks me off when people say that. By all means, acknowledge that I look good for my age, which is still another projection of subconscious beliefs. People think that at 35, I'm just supposed to let myself go. When really, I'm just blooming. I'm just getting started, you know. That really irks me. Another thing, now this really kind of triggers me. And of course, I might lose some people with this, but I'm just keeping it real. I got to work one day last week at 6 o'clock in the morning, because that's when the shift started, but the managers weren't there to let us in. So there was like a group of cooks and servers outside of the restaurant at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's cold, and we're like all shivering. Everybody was shivering. But I got singled out because I'm skinny, because I'm thin. And this one lady, probably in like her 40s or 50s, at least that's how she looks, she was like, oh my God, you're shivering. You got no meat on your bones. By all means, point out the obvious that I'm fucking shivering because it's cold. Everyone's shivering. But why add that extra, you got no meat on your bones? That is a story of my life. I've been called skinny all my life. I've literally been this way my whole life. Like I said, genetics has got a lot to do with it, you know, but I also take care of myself. And a lot of people don't realize that when you say things like that, it's body shaming. It is. People think body shaming only works for people who are overweight, but it actually works for people who are not overweight, who are just like regular weight. I'm not underweight, I'm just like regular weight. But because the average American is actually overweight, they assume that my regular weight is underweight. You don't walk up to people and say, so I told her, I was like, that's body shaming. It works both ways. That really ticks me off. And then she tried to backpedal what she said, which just made her look worse when she was like, oh no, that's a good thing. So you're admitting, you're accepting the fact that people who are overweight are bad. Don't get me wrong. People who are overweight, regardless if it's like a genetic thing or because they don't take care of themselves, it's not healthy, okay? But people are like glorifying obesity, which is just wrong, I think. If you're glorifying unhealthy lifestyles or unhealthy eating, it's just wrong. And you're saying that when you say that me being skinny is a good thing. So you're saying that people who are overweight is a bad thing. So why are we glorifying unhealthy behavior? Why are we glorifying, like, you can skinny shame just like you can fat shame. People just, you know, they project their own, I'm sorry that your genetics didn't work in your favor, and I'm sorry that you have to watch what you eat. But you can't come down on people who fat shame people, but then try and say that you got no meat on your bones. Like, clearly I got meat on my bones. That shut her up when I said that's your body shaming. And it works both ways. It's just one of my little pet peeves. It's just first impressions. I get it. People, when they talk to me, they really understand that, like, yo, I'm not a child. I'm smart. And this ain't my first rodeo. You aren't the first person who has acknowledged my physical appearance. I get it. We're visual people. We judge. People judge people off of what they see. But people don't understand how their own subconscious beliefs are being put out there when they say things like black don't crack and you got no meat on your bones. Do you eat? That's another thing. No one said that to me at work, but someone did say that to me recently. And I had to just block him on social media. I had to just block him because he called himself giving me a compliment by saying, do you eat? That's not a fucking compliment. That's just dumb. Like, no shit, I eat. Hi, Waffle House. That's me venting about just the shit that I go through. You know, you only get one opportunity to make a first impression, and I bet you people will watch what they say around me. Oh, like, wow, turns out that she's pretty self-aware, and I should actually become more self-aware when I speak to her. People don't approach me in certain ways. People don't approach me at all because they don't know how to act sometimes. And I'll tell you about yourself. Like I said before, I don't like telling people about themselves. But I'm usually the one that has to do it. You know, I command respect. I don't demand respect. I command respect just because of my presence. A grown-ass woman. That's what I got. Thanks for listening.